Good morning. Welcome to Inside Talk Show. Inside Talk Show, it's an inside job. Life is an inside job. We must learn to live from the inside out, not the outside in. Do not let the outside world, our physical senses, what we see, hear, smell, taste, touch, dictate our inner world. Allow our inner world, our higher faculties, perception, the will, reason, imagination, intuition, memory. Let those internal higher faculties dictate how our outside world will go. We're continuing the reading of James Allen, his book, The Shining Gateway. It's called The Shining Gateway by James Allen. And this book, I am on chapter 10. I really loved it. If you missed any readings, please go back. Yes, The Shining Gateway by James Allen, chapter 10, Spiritual Strength. We were talking about building that stamina to really do a 180 from the way we are so emotionally dragged out so easily and triggered, really. That's what we were talking about on Friday. And so it was saying every dog can bark and fight, and every foolish man can rail, abuse, fence, and with hard words, and to give way to fits of bad temper. These things are easy and natural to him and acquire no effort and no strength. It takes no strength. Remember that. But the wise man puts away all follies and trains himself in self-control. Control yourself. Trains himself to act unerringly from fixed principles and not from the fleeting impulses of an unstable nature. He who succeeds in so training himself is able to train others in a small degree by precept, by largely and chiefly by practice or example, for it is preeminently the prerogative of the wise to teach their actions. The mockeries of Herod, the accusations of Thai people, and the fanatical persecutors of the priests all failed to draw from Jesus the word of complaint, bitterness, or self-defense. Oh, that's the story from the Bible about, obviously, everybody tried to bring Jesus down, and he wouldn't move, even when he was like on the cross, and he still didn't allow them to get the best of him. He still, as you know, let's really think about the crucifixion. He didn't like, you motherfuckers, look what you're doing to me. He didn't say a word, not even that. The worst cruelty in that story. He had control. Talk about emotional control. So it says the mockeries of Herod, the accusations of people, and the fanatical persecutions of priests all failed to bring out that barking dog in Jesus, the word of complaint, bitterness, or self-defense. Such sublime acts of silence and self-control continue to reach for ages, both individuals and nations, with far greater power and effort than all the words and books uttered and written by the world's vast armies of priests and learned commentators. To retaliate and fight belongs to the animal in man as it belongs to the beast of the forest. But to refuse to be swayed from the practice of a divine principle by any external pressure, to stand firm and unalterable in goodness and truth alike amid blame and praise. This belongs to the divine in man and in the universe. To alter one's conduct in order to please others or to avoid their censure or misunderstanding can never lead to spiritual strength. So to retaliate and to fight belongs to that animal nature. I'm just going to leave it right here. This is so good. Let's actually read this. So it says, the divine kindness, which always accompanies spiritual understanding and strength, is something very different from merely saying pleasant words. For pleasant words are not always true words, but consistent in doing what is best for the eternal welfare of the other person or persons. This is so good. So to retaliate belongs to the animal. Oh, we have a lovely alarm going off in the morning here. All right, this too shall pass. This is good. So, to retaliate belongs to that barking dog, to fight, to react, to yell, to scream, all of these things. And we must Remain unmoved. I say that to myself all day. I remain unmoved. This alarm that just went off, I remain unmoved. I remain unmoved. Nothing can throw me off of my peaceful, calm, serene center. I say that to myself. Does it happen all the time? No, it doesn't. I'm human. But I say that to myself. I remain unmoved. I am invulnerable to the triggers of the outside world because I remain in control of my ship. Always remember, what happens outside, I love me a good metaphor of a vessel. You're a ship, you're a vessel. The water represents everything outside, the storms, the wind, the seas, the birds. Keep it outside of you. A ship only sinks when that stuff gets in. Keep your vessel clean. Purge it. If a little bit of water came in, get a bucket, whoosh, get it out. How you do that, up to you. I do it through prayer, through reading, Lectio Divina. Read, soak it in, think about it. How do you cleanse? How do you keep that mental, emotional, spiritual hygiene? Ain't gonna happen by itself. Ain't no one gonna do it for you. I hope that was helpful. Remain calm. Remain unmoved today, no matter what happens, even if alarm goes off in the middle of your little reading. Remain unmoved. Have a wonderful day. Happy Monday.